Today on People Now, what we're learning about the health complications of the Thai boys who were rescued from that cave.
Whitney Houston's family speaks out about painful claims from a new documentary that the superstar was molested as a child.
Plus,
you are the sexiest man alive.
Forever. Okay.
Forever. We're on the carpet with Dwayne Johnson at the premiere of Skyscraper.
And guys, Iggy Azalea speaking out about knowing her friend Demi Lovato had broken her sobriety.
In a new interview, we're getting a little insight into what Selena Gomez thinks about love at first sight.
All this and more today on People Now. Happy Hump Day, everyone. Welcome to People Now. Good to see you.
Love at first sight, not real.
Yeah, we'll weigh it out. It's coming up. There's certainly some groundbreaking Kardashian news today as Forbes has announced that Kylie Jenner will be the youngest self-made billionaire ever.
Crazy. We want to know, what are your thoughts on the 21-year-old's latest achievement? Tweet us using the hashtag PeopleNow.
Yeah, but for now, here's what you need to know and what's trending for today. After an extraordinary rescue mission, the 12 players of a youth soccer team and their adult coach who became trapped in a flooded cave in Thailand are on the road to recovery. According to Reuters, an inspector for Thailand's health department gave reporters an update on the boys' health on Wednesday, saying, quote, "From our assessment, they are in good condition and not stressed. The children were well taken care of in the cave." They added praise for their 25-year-old coach, saying he, quote, "took care of the footballers very well." According to CNN, the inspector also said the children, ranging in age from 11 to 16, had lost an average of 4.4 pounds during the ordeal, but hadn't lost their appetite. The outlet reports that the players were asking for chocolate spread on bread on Tuesday. However, they'll be provided with a food similar to milk to provide protein and nutrients. The health inspector also revealed 3 members of the group were being treated for minor lung infections. And according to the Today Show, the 13 will be quarantined for up to a week due to a high risk of infection. Of course, countless people, including thousands of Navy SEAL divers, police, soldiers, border guards, and doctors, were all brought in to help around the clock with those efforts to rescue the soccer team. Sadly, the last member of the rescue group to leave the cave, Australian Dr. Richard Harris, lost his father while he was on the mission. On Wednesday, his boss, Andrew Pierce, spoke out about Harris's bravery and what he's going through right now. Watch.
You know, if you can imagine being physically and mentally exhausted through going through a rescue, and then have to deal with that when you're at your absolute lowest ebb, you've given your all, and then you find out the sad news about your father, who's your best mate. That's really, really tough. But the one thing that's wonderful about Harry and all of the people that work here is that they've got a big family. We're one big supportive network. We look after each other.
And Pierce goes on to say that the anesthetist and experienced cave diver would return home to Australia soon, but he did not say how the father had died and asked for the family's privacy to be respected. All right, guys, switching gears. Hold on to your hats. For the first time since she became a duchess, Meghan Markle is wearing pants on an official outing. That's right, guys. Take notes. We're actually talking about it. For her second day in Dublin with husband Prince Harry, Meghan let her hair down literally and figuratively in a Givenchy pantsuit on a visit to the city's famous Croke Park, where she and Harry took in some traditional Irish sports. They met with some young athletes. The ensemble featured fitted black trousers paired with a matching blazer and a white shirt. She accessorized the look with a black belt and sky-high black heels. But that wasn't the only outfit Meghan rocked on Wednesday. Oh, no. Earlier in the day, she wore a chic taupe green dress by Roland Mouret for a visit with Ireland's President Michael Higgins at his residence. For the meeting, Meghan was polished with her hair in a bun, while the dress featured her go-to boat neck style and a draping detail. She completed the look with a black Fendi bag. Now, Meghan is getting a crash course in royal tour style this week. For the first time ever on Tuesday, Meghan made 3 costume changes to sport 3 very different but equally chic looks. And that's your royal fashion roundup for today. Go, Meghan. All right, Iggy Azalea was one of the first stars to come out in support of Demi Lovato after Lovato revealed in June that she had broken her sobriety. But according to Azalea, she knew about Lovato's relapse even before the news went public. Azalea telling Entertainment Tonight on Tuesday that she had known about it, quote, as a close friend. She went on to add, quote, "I had really wanted for her to be the one to tell people that, and I worried a lot as her friend that something was going to leak or somebody would somehow take that and use it negatively against her or to make her seem like she's got a secret." The former Disney Channel star has been open about her battles with addiction, mental illness, and disordered eating for years now. In her new single, Sober, released in June, Lovato admitted that she suffered a relapse with the lyrics, "Mama, I'm so sorry, I'm not sober anymore, and Daddy, please forgive me for the drink spilled on the floor." Those were the lyrics from the song. Now, Azealia goes on to admit that it's, quote, "not my business to say to my friend, hey, you need to fess up." But she says she wanted Lovato to, quote, own the fact that she had relapsed. And once Lovato released the track, Azealia wrote on social media in part, quote, "I'm proud of you for having the guts to reveal your truth to the world again. Not easy." She added, quote, "all of us who love you only want to see you happy and healthy." The support goes both ways in Lovato and Azalea's friendship. Azealia has previously spoken out about how Lovato inspired her to accept help regarding her own mental health, and that the two often have phone call conversations to kind of check up on each other. Of course, nothing like a friend who's got your back, and we're glad they're there for each other. Well, guys, in the new documentary, Whitney, interviews with over 60 of Whitney Houston's close friends and family attempt to explain how the superstar found herself so entrenched in addiction that it killed her 6 years ago in February 2012. In a controversial theory that's presented in the film, the beloved singer's personal assistant claims that Whitney told her she was molested as a child by her cousin, Dee Dee Warwick. Later, Whitney's older brother, Gary, would claim that he was as well, and these allegations have flared tensions in the Houston family. And in this week's People cover story, her mother, Cissy, and Dee Dee's sister, Dionne Warwick, are speaking out, saying they find the allegations painful, exploitative, and hard to believe. In a statement on behalf of her and Dionne, Cissy tells People, quote, "we cannot overstate the shock and horror we feel and the difficulty we have believing that my niece, Dee Dee Warwick, molested 2 of my 3 children." Cissy reveals they first learned of the claims 2 days before the film's May 16th premiere in Cannes. And though the two share their support for all victims of child abuse, Cissy says that these are charges, quote, "neither Whitney nor Dee Dee are here to deny, refute, or affirm." She says, "how can that be fair to my daughter, to Dee Dee, or to our family?" The claim comes by way of Mary Jones, Whitney's longtime assistant, who says in the film that the singer opened up to her about the abuse and would even sometimes ask, "do you think I did something to make her think I wanted her?" Jones stands by her choice to share the information with the world. She explains that her intention was to, quote, "never embarrass anyone in the family, but rather to bring to light that Whitney was subjected to something painful and troubling as a child." She continues by saying, quote, "I decided to share the story so that people might understand that throughout her entire life, Whitney carried this with her, and the weight of it was immense. Whitney was a wonderful woman, an angel, and she did not drag herself down all alone. There was a cause." Now, for Cissy and Dionne's emotional full statement, you can visit people.com/CissyHouston. And for even more information and on this story, Whitney's untold story, you can pick up a copy of this week's issue of People. It is on newsstands everywhere Friday. All right, Andrea, more for us in Star Treks today.
Yes, we are kicking off Star Treks with one big baby announcement. This is very exciting. Cardi B is making mommy moves. The 25-year-old rapper and husband Offset of Migos welcomed their first child together, daughter Kulture Kiari Cephus, on Tuesday, July 10th. Cardi B announced the big news on Instagram Wednesday alongside a floral-filled nude maternity photo. The baby girl is the first child for Cardi B and the 4th for Offset, who has 3 children from previous relationships. The birth of their daughter comes 2 weeks after the new mom confirmed that she and Offset secretly tied the knot this past September. Cardi B confirmed her pregnancy on Saturday Night Live in April when she proudly debuted her baby bump during the second performance as musical guest. Very happy for those two, and I hope the world is ready for another little Cardi B. I think we are. All right, now take a look at this.
Let's just hold on and talk about how I am the sexiest man alive.
Hey, Dwayne Johnson wants you to remember one thing. He'll forever be people's sexiest man alive. The hunky actor chalked up the honor at the New York City premiere of his upcoming film Skyscraper and told me he has a special pact with the magazine to always and forever hold on to that title.
Because I made a pact with People magazine a few years ago that I will never give up the title. So everyone, doesn't matter who it is, they can continue to be sexiest man, but I am.
You are the sexiest man alive.
Forever. Okay.
You hear that, guys? It's forever, okay? But beyond all that manliness, The Rock also has some fears. Even though he's climbing and jumping off mega buildings in Skyscraper, he's not the biggest fan of heights.
That's the thing. I don't like heights. Now, I'm afraid of heights. That's a whole different thing. You have insecurities. You have fears. You know, there's always the fear of failure. There's always the fear of, so many things. And when you're in relationships, when you're a dad, and I have a 16-year-old, I have a 2.5-year-old. I have a 3-month-old. You're balancing life, you're balancing love, you're balancing your work, your business, everything like that. So you always have these little fears and insecurities that I can't give too much detail because everybody would be like, damn, you need therapy.
See, guys, even The Rock has his insecure moments. It's just like us. And his littlest co-star, McKenna Roberts, is one big fan. Here's what she said about working with a big-time actor.
I think just because he's such a genuine human being. Like, he's just like he is on Instagram. He's so nice, so, like, helpful and, like, very inspiring.
She's so adorable. I think it'd be fun to have The Rock play your dad, you know? Skyscraper hits theaters this Friday. All right, guys, Kylie Jenner is one very successful boss lady. At just 20 years old, the baby of the Kar Jenner family was named one of America's richest self-made women, gracing the cover of Forbes' August issue. Kylie, who surpassed sister Kim as the most profitable member of the family, turned her lip kit idea into a $900 million business in just 2 years. And if she maintains the same pace, is on track to surpass Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg as the youngest self-made billionaire ever. Kylie credits her loyal fan base and the power of social media for her success. Forbes conservatively estimates the star is worth $900 million as Kylie Cosmetics continues to rake in the revenue. The brand has sold more than $630 million worth of makeup since its initial launch. Talk about a whole lot of lipstick. Big congrats to Kylie. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. Selena Gomez has a lot to say about love at first sight during her press tour for her new movie, Hotel Transylvania 3. Plus, Miranda Sings star Colleen Ballinger reveals why she is hoping to keep her baby off of YouTube. You might be surprised by what she says.
Forbes announcement that Kylie Jenner will be the youngest self-made billionaire. So here's what people are saying.
Lots of people weighing in here on that announcement. Of course,
big revelation.
And when you think about like Kylie, yes, self-made, but also like in a family that's got the ball rolling.
Pretty successful family.
So here we go. It's Zoe saying a Forbes cover as a 21st birthday gift. I'm coming back as Kylie Jenner in my next life, surely.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that she's
all of us
that young. Shout out to Kylie Jenner for being the youngest on the Forbes list, worth $900 million, self-made boss girl. So dope.
Love it. And there we go. Those are the comments. Keep the comments coming in. We'll check in with you again soon. But first, take a look at this.
To know that we are engaged and in love and that you are my fiancé and still there after everything that has happened between us, that you were still there, gives me an appreciation, gratitude towards you that I don't think I could have ever felt if we just started dating, you know, after season 2.
Look at this, like heartfelt confessions. Bachelor Nation's Jared Haibon and Iaconetti, they are so in love.
In this week's People, the two are opening up about their relationship and their journey to becoming a couple.
It wasn't always smooth sailing for this duo. We watched Ashley cry endlessly over Jared for 2 seasons on Bachelor in Paradise.
A lot of tears, but now it's only happy tears that she's shedding. The 30-year-old revealing that they're hoping to tie the knot in about a year, and they both agreed on having a big wedding with Bachelorette alum and good friend Tanner Tolbert officiating.
And Ashley tells People that the couple wants to start having kids by 32. So mark the calendar.
Yeah, Ashley and Jared have known each other for 3 years and have only been officially dating for a couple of months.
Ashley reveals in this week's issue how being with her fiancé has already changed her. Watch this.
I know I'm a stronger person emotionally than I was when I started out and before I knew him. Started out on The Bachelor. I'm so much more confident. I believe in myself so much. I feel like powerful woman. And then he has just been like the best support system and confidant and like just my little mush.
Oh, I like Little Mush. We also got to give Ashley's engagement ring a little love.
Jared did very good with this. A 2.4 carat Neil Lane ring featuring a radiant cut center stone and 86 smaller diamonds. I'd say that's a good job.
I know, and Ashley tells People she already feels bare without it.
All right, guys, on to this. Selena Gomez may not be thinking about her ex Justin Bieber's new engagement to Hailey Baldwin, as the source says that she is focused on new music and gearing up for new projects. She's busy doing her thing.
But in a newly surfaced interview alongside Hotel Transylvania 3 co-star Andy Samberg, the pop star was asked if she believes in love at first sight. Here's what she said.
It has happened in the history of the world, because everyone's like, my grandparents.
Yeah,
they met the first time in town, and they knew the second they saw each other, and they've been married for 89 years.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I believe that, but I don't believe in it.
Or it's that they've been married for so long they forgot, like, the early phase when they were, like, seeing other people.
No love at first sight?
I think it definitely exists.
I don't think so. I think you gotta know someone.
I think there's definitely like a click, a first meet click. Love is like, I don't want to disrespect love by saying you can just know you love someone at first sight, right?
Yeah.
But I think you can meet someone and the second you meet them know that there's something.
Chemistry, right?
Yeah.
That's what we call
Yeah.
chemistry.
It's
Zing,
almost like
so that it does
a
exist.
zing. From the movie. Zing.
Does it ever get tiring to be called a sensation? Is that like,
It's exhausting.
yeah, oh, the life.
You have so much going on. Okay, you're recently engaged. Also,
Yes.
we just found out you're expecting. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank
and you're
you.
kicking off a tour. I mean, what's going on right now? Like, is everyone texting you? Like,
Yes.
what's life like right now?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. There's so much going on. So I've got my book, coming out tomorrow, and then a baby coming out eventually. And I'm on tour, and I'm still posting videos all the time. So there's just so much happening. It's a lot.
All right, so your fiance, Eric Stockland.
Yes.
What is he gonna be like as a dad? What do you think? And you guys generally as parents, like, what's
Yeah.
the anticipation for that?
He's amazing. Like, he's truly so incredible. I didn't know what being pregnant was going to be like, and I have to say the best way to get through pregnancy is to have an awesome partner, and he has been so amazing, like every step of the way, like bringing me breakfast in bed and ice water at night and rubbing my back, getting me whatever I need at all times. So I can only imagine what he'll be like when our baby comes and how attentive he'll be with the kid too. So
His job pretty much now is like personal assistant to you. I mean, it is. It's kind of like the role. He needs to know that.
well, once the baby comes, I feel like maybe he's gonna expect some return treatment for how sweet he's been to me.
Yeah. So obviously you're really busy. How is the baby going to change everything, especially with YouTube and your videos? Like, are you going to be really open about everything, or are you going to maybe try to keep the baby more private?
Yeah. We'll figure it out as we go, but I do know that I have chosen to make my life very public. I choose to put my life on the internet and expose everything to the world. But Eric, my fiance, is not like that. He likes to be more private and personal. So we've tried really hard to keep our relationship private. And I have a feeling that might be how we are with our baby too. I'll talk about me going through pregnancy and me as a mom and, the struggles and beautiful things about all of that. But I don't know how much we're gonna show. I guess we'll just figure it out as it comes.
Yeah. Is Miranda gonna have a journey through motherhood too?
Definitely.
That's amazing.
I mean, if I'm pregnant, Miranda's pregnant. So, Miranda is claiming to be the next Virgin Mary. So
Oh, wow.
we'll see where that goes.
Very big deal in the life of Miranda.
Yes, very big deal. She's very holy.
Yeah, her take on very, very holy mom. How about the engagement to Eric? Wedding planning, is that well underway, or is it just kind of like out there somewhere?
No, it's happening. We're kind of like, oh, we found our person, we're done. So we're not like, oh, what's the dress and what's the flowers and what's the colors. We're just kind of like, oh yeah, we want to just be together forever. So some days we wake up and we're like, do you want to go to the courthouse today? So I don't know that it's going to be a huge thing, but whatever it is, it's going to be really private and personal between us, and it's going to be soon for sure.
Like, how soon?
Probably really soon, like very soon.
Weeks or months?
Right after this
We'll
interview?
see. We'll see. Yeah, right after this. He's coming right now. We're doing it here.
Oh
so,
my gosh.
Yeah.
Surprise.
I always wonder this too, because obviously you're known as Miranda Sings, and does your family at least let you have a break when it comes to things like a family matter or a wedding or something? Can you finally put that character kind of to the side for those things?
Definitely. When I'm home, I'm me. When I'm with my family, I'm me. However, I did have one time, I was at a funeral. This is a real story. I don't think I've ever told this before. I was at a funeral, and a relative of mine, while they were lowering the casket, came up to me and said, hey, could I get an autograph for my friend? And I was like, we're watching a casket go down into the ground, so I'm gonna say no right now. It's like the only time I've ever said no to an autograph. I was like, I'll do it later, but like now it's not, everyone's crying and
literally
like
walk away from the
singing,
grave.
how great thou art as the casket's being lowered.
Wow. So look, your other YouTube star friends, JoJo, Todrick, JoJo Siwa, and Todrick, they've been on the show, so great, and such big personalities.
Yes.
And I would just love to know, I would assume they would come to your wedding if it would be large enough, but let's go next level, YouTube family, if they would weigh in with their take and their must-haves for your wedding. Maybe this is a stretch, I don't know.
Yeah.
But what do you think their must-haves would be if they were given the reins?
There'd be a lot of bows. JoJo
Definitely
would
lots of
require
bows.
lots of bows.
bows, lots of glitter. Todrick would want a lot of glitter too, I think. A lot of glitter and heels and wigs, and
very flashy.
JoJo would want, very flashy. There'd be a flash mob probably.
Okay, yeah.
If I let them control the wedding, it would be a big YouTube viral flash mob with lots of bows and glitter.
It's not the worst thing ever.
I think we just planned my wedding. I think that's what we're doing.
Along with your engagement, there's been a few other celebrity engagements in the past few weeks. We know Miranda's very opinionated. We were wondering if we could get her take on a couple of these celebrity engagements. What would Miranda say about Justin and Hailey? Because we can't stop talking about it.
Oh man. Okay. If Miranda, well then I can just channel Miranda, but. Well, I think it's a joke because obviously he's engaged to me. So he's not, it's just a ploy to distract everyone because he's probably the baby daddy. So.
All right, and Ariana and Pete, they got engaged after a couple weeks.
That is true. What would Miranda say about that? Well, I am Ariana's vocal coach, so I probably knew before anybody else. She didn't tell me, but I just assumed, so I'll probably be the minister at their wedding now that I'm holy.
Let's talk about this. You're making your debut as an author tomorrow, which is very exciting. My Diary, which is hilarious.
There it is.
Yeah, so it's spelled a little incorrect.
Yeah.
More like the pronunciation.
What's going to be like the craziest thing or most exciting thing that fans are going to find in this book?
There's a lot in this book. So this is all of Miranda's diaries taped together. So you've got her baby book in there, homeschool diary, high school drama, up to her current diary. So there's a lot of fun stuff in the book.
I want to talk about this before you go. You had the show we all loved, Haters Back Off on Netflix, couple seasons. Is there a chance it went away, but it's the day and age of reboots and bringing things back. Is there a chance we could shop that to another network? You've spoken about where it could go for season 3.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you putting that out into the universe. The more
We're
people
here for
talking
it.
about it, maybe it'll happen. I'd love to continue on the story of Miranda and her family, but right now it's finished at the end of season 2. But we'll see. If Netflix wants to ever do more, I'm here. I'm ready to go. So we'll see what happens.
In the meantime, you got a few things going.
Yeah, I've got
You might be a little busy.
I was gonna say a season 3 with a pregnant Miranda would be pretty good.
I would.
Yeah, I would.
So.
Colleen, thank you so much. Congrats on everything you've been
Thank
on.
you. Thank
you guys
you.
make sure to follow her on social media and check out her book. It hits shelves July 10th.
Yeah.
She is so much
To
fun.
read that whole book, yeah.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye.